Yo, what's up guys? You got Pokeaim here with round one of the RU Open. This is a best of three. I'll be playing flips. I'll be using this team by my boy Flame Victini. This team is actually really cool. The fact that we have Liquidation, Spiderweb, Toxic Rest, Rakun. I love this set so much. But we got a game versus the flips, and he's using Hyper Offense by the looks of it. Snorlax can win very easily. I gotta be careful around Diancie, which is the rocker. I can defog pretty easily too versus him. I'll lead off with my Escavalier, because I can knock off Frostlass. Hopefully he doesn't, doesn't curse body me, because then I have to go for Mega Horn after that. Because of the fact that Destiny Bond does not stack, what I'm going to do after is actually Protect to avoid the Destiny Bond. Protect to avoid the Destiny Bond. Yep, and now he can't use it twice in a row. It will fail, and I can just go for knockoff again. So we're going to be able to get rid of the Frostlass while keeping my Pokemon alive, thankfully. So that's great. Now, he could very well go out to Salazzle. I want to keep this Pokemon alive, though, because it does deal with Sharpedo to an extent. I don't have any attack to hit this thing. I do have Scarf Psychic. That's good to know. I can defog versus Gligar, I want to say. Excuse me, versus the Blade. I really just want to be able to defog after. But he was smart. Get up his Spike the next turn. At least take advantage of the fact that he knew about Destiny Bond mechanics. This would be a tough one, definitely. Doubles out to the Blade, so not the worst situation for me at all, especially because I can just go for Liquidation. This is Splash Plate boosted. It will do a nice chunk, and I am faster. It will do a very nice chunk to him. I think he was expecting maybe my Diancie right there come in, which leads me to believe that he's probably a Nasty Plot, Inferno Overdrive. But basically, the Spider is in, as I guess FB called it, and doesn't matter if you go Shaman, doesn't matter what you really go out into, especially because Shaman doesn't knock me out. I'm assuming Shaman might be Choice Scarf on this variant as well. That's just something to know. I can see him doubling whenever he goes Shaman too, because of the fact that I do have my Escavalier. So that does some beautiful damage. I'm just going to click it again. Yep, like I said, I could see him doubling just because of the fact that I do have a Escavalier there. We are able to get rid of Diancie, and I'm assuming he had like HP Fire or something like that. Maybe he expected my own Shaman or Snorlax to come in, but we're able to get rid of Diancie, which is his rocker, and I'm just going to be able to click Liquidation again. It's funny because I feel like Hyper Offense is so hard to play in RU because you have to like really make aggressive plays like he did make right there, and it just didn't work out for him. So it goes to Salazzle. It's okay. Is he Z? I don't think he knocks me out. Acid Downpour does 67 to 79%, so I am just out of range. I'm at 80, 84. So Z move Acid Downpour will not knock me out unless he crits, and we're going to be able to get rid of Salazzle right there. So giant threat. Okay, so Shaman is freed up to click Seed Flare, and the great thing is the Blade does have the no guard, so I don't have to worry about that missing. All I gotta do is hit Sharpedo, which is more than likely Life Orb. Snorlax will always be able to eat a hit, and it can also click Earthquake. So I could see him going out to the Blade here in SD. I can also see him going Sharpedo. If I were him, I would go Sharpedo 100%. Goes the Blade. I guess just to Shadow Sneak me. I don't mind that, especially because I can just click the Earthquake here and just start doing some damage to him. This is going to be like, what, a 3 KO or something like that? 4 KO? I believe that Gligar just does nothing. The Blade takes, yeah, that's a guaranteed 4 KO. That is a guaranteed 4-hit KO. That's funny. I can take one Seed Flare, and I'm actually just going to defog here, because I will be able to take one. Unfortunately, he crits me, which actually puts me in a position to potentially lose to the Blade. I do have a Escavalier there. I'll Roost because the Escavalier is a really obvious switch, and I don't want him going there. I don't care if he double Seed Flares. I need to get an Escavalier free. That crit sucked because I would have been able to live a +2 Shadow Sneak from the Blade and being able to take it on, but now I have to try and beat it with Shaman plus Escavalier and whatnot. The great thing is, though, Shaman is in range of +1 Body Slam. So it knocks me out with the second Seed Flare. We can go right out into a Escavalier right here. I'm assuming he is Scarf in some sort of way. And I'm just going to go for SD. Because SD allows me to hit the Blade with a +2 knockoff and also knock out Shaman. I guess he could be Belt, but I do resist this move. And again, I think the Blade would be your switch. And plus, a +2 Escavalier does 2-hit KO the Blade. And it also means that Shaman can't come back in. Yeah, nice. So we get the +2 right, or we get the SD off. And I can 2-hit KO this boy. How much speed does the Blade run? Wow. Seems it is faster than me, but I do 2 KO him, as I said, and that is what I needed because the Blade is a giant threat. He doesn't knock me out, and these things don't have Iron Head. Well, they do, but hopefully he doesn't go for it. He actually has to. Oh, oh, I guess they don't always run it though, right? Yeah, because Shadow Seek and well, they should run it if anything, because Gligar would have walled otherwise. But we are going to be able to knock out the blade right there, which was a giant threat. And all I got to do is protect if he goes Sharpedo, then switch out because this is useful for beating down the. Shaman, making sure that it can't beat me with locked in the Seed Flare. Yeah, there's a crunch. And I'll just sack my Diancie right here to potentially get 2 turns of Life Orb. Also, the thing is, Sharpedo also runs, if he is a Waterfall variant, he won't be, actually Hydro Pump might not even. No, if he's Hydro Pump, he does knock me out, even though I'm Spadef. If he's a Waterfall variant, it might not be able to knock me out, and there's a chance that he could also miss here. And basically that means I can Moonblast and knock him out. Wow, Waterfall actually takes me out, which is pretty cool. Did not expect that. But we go right out into my boy Snorlax and just click this Facade, apparently. That's my set. Don't like that. Do I even? No, there's no point in cursing. I mean, I get my Fegiberry, but there's actually no point in cursing. Because Facade 2 KO Shaman, and it should be able to knock out Sharpedo. Sharpedo has piss poor defenses. Yeah. Doesn't even go for a Waterfall Flinch, thankfully. And Facade is going to be able to put it in range of Life Orb. I'll just go for Curse here, if anything, I guess. So I can beat down Shaman. Like, Crunch doesn't knock me out. I get my Fegiberry. Too bad it's not a Papa. It's not the Papa, it's the Figgy. And I'll get back all this HP, and I get a boosted, and I can go for Recycle, and basically get my mom back in. He could lock his Shaman, I guess, into HP Fire, but that doesn't beat my own Shaman, if he even has HP Fire, that is. Doesn't beat my own Shaman. I like this team, though. I definitely like this team. Too bad we didn't get to show off what Spiderweb does, but basically it traps, like, bulky waters, like Milotic, Mantine that want to come in. You Spiderweb so they can't switch, you Toxic them, and then you rest so they die to Toxic. It's really cool. I'm assuming he's going to attempt to Healing Wish this Mon, which makes the most sense. But now, because I am boosted, he won't be able to knock me out, and I don't think he's actually in a position to Healing Wish. Ooh, the Figgy. The Figgy is here, and boosted Snorlax is just so good. I think he is Scarf Shaman. Unfortunately, misses the second Seed Flare. I don't think it would have mattered at all, because now Sharpedo does have just one more Life Orb hit. I'm just going to Recycle just because it doesn't make a difference. He dies. So, nice. Good game. So, we won the first one. Nice. Let's challenge him to the second one. I do have a Sand team right here. I know this is Spike's offense. Well, this is Spike's balance with Sand, Rush, Stoutland. And, yeah, we're going into game 2 right here. Hopefully, we can pull out another win. And that's the thing about, like, I have a Hyper offense as my last team. It's tough, man. It's definitely tough to pull off, I feel. So this is very, very weak to Dragon Dance Flygon. I want to lead off with my Gigalith because it matches up decently well versus pretty much everything, because I get off Sand versus Stoutland, and I have Chestnut for that. This is also my answer to... I have Nap Protect as well, so I can Scout. Get a little turn of Sand. I said have fun, so I don't gotta say it again. I was about to say you too. I'm not used to really saying anything at the beginning. The Como is definitely a threat, but I think it might be Specs. Just looking at the team, I'm thinking Specs. Plus Nasty Pot, this. Maybe Scarf or Home Claws, this. This is a threat too. We're gonna Gigalith anyway. Like I said, I want to get up these hazards, and at least these rocks. And he does lead off a Como. I'm hoping it's not Dragon Dance. As much as I hate protecting here, I'm going to go for it because I don't think Dragon Dance is a huge threat, and I think Specs is the bigger threat. So he goes right for the Focus Blast, and he knows that I do have a bulletproof Chestnut, so I'm actually going to make that. I don't want him to go for a Fire move. I'm going to go for my Stealth Rock. I know he's going to double here. Yeah. So we get the double right on the Rant, and I could just go right out to Chestnut. I think if anything, you'd Crunch here, or Hone Claws, maybe. He obviously predicted me to go Reuniclus there. Getting up rocks early threatens Chestnut, which I'm assuming is Choice Specs, just based on the fact that I saw Focus Blast already. I'll go Chestnut here on the Iron Head. That boy is straight up banded. Straight up banded. Yeah, straight up banded. So, he does have Gligar, and I'm actually going to double onto my Flygon because I need to Dragon Dance up and threaten this Gligar. I need to start doing damage to this Gligar. There's no way you stay in and go for Iron Head. Actually, he might predict me to double, but I think I'm in control. I was going to say, I've been making the right doubles. So let's just go ahead and Dragon Dance up, as he does go Diancie. Now, is it Shuka, or is it Normalium Z? He just brought it right out. I feel like it's Shuka. I don't want to sack this, but I kind of do. Like, if it's Normalium Z like I was, then I'm good. Like, can't let Stoutland get weakened. Or I can't let get Stoutland get weakened. I'm actually going to go hard Stoutland. Because if he doubles up to Gligar, I get to click the banded return. Basically, I just want to weaken Diancie a bit. I want to find out set. Like, for example, wait! I didn't see this move. Hold up. Your boy is switching. Yeah, my bad. It don't matter if you shook him when we got the Iron Tail. Hold up. But the thing is, do I risk this now? I mean, I set up for a reason to use this, and I don't really weaken this mon as much because Gligar's always going to come in. I'm doing it. Yeah, get out of there. I'm glad. Alright, so I put myself in a position to win that turn 75% of the time. So we're able to get rid of Diancie, which is one of his Stoutland answers. He just has the Durant as well, but Durant should go down to +1 Earthquake now, I think. 72 to 85. Ooh, that is a kill. That is a kill after rocks, guaranteed. And there's no way you do that much to a Chestnut unless you ban it, right? Yeah, that is actually straight up ban. Jesus. That's crazy how much that did. Now, the thing is, if he also only has knockoff on Gligar, he can't touch me, and I can just Dragon Dance up again. Let's just say it was the same set as mine. Devastating Drake does 54 to 63, so +2, 72 to 84. My play is to double Dragon Dance. Oh. He's a knockoff Defog set. I'm just going to DD up again. Yeah, you can't touch me. Hit that man up with a Devastating Drake. This is game. That is game. We get rid of Gligar, and even if I don't knock out everything, okay, I do. Sharpedo don't need the Turtle Protected in order to outspeed me. Flygon is just going to be able to win this game. Flygon win. That's what I was talking about. Like, what he had to do there was go Komao and force me to lock myself in Outrage or use my Devastating Drake and then try and Roost beat me with Gligar, and try and revenge kill me with Durant when I was locked in, but I would have weakened Gligar too much to the point, and to the point where I just won anyway. That's the thing, man. Like, when you use Gligar, Z-moves make that not a counter at all. I'm glad that I decided to, though it might not have been the best play, I decided to obviously speed up the game by just risking the Iron Tail versus Diancie. I'm glad I caught that too. It was more than likely Sugarberry Diancie. This is gonna die. I mean, like I said, I just want to make sure because I know Como is actually really bulky. That's one of the things I love about it. Again, that's Dragon Nest Flygon coming through. I'll just say it because it is over. Yeah, I think he was waiting for me so he could forfeit. But in any case, thank you everybody for watching. We end up in round 2 of the RU Open. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. We're going to be playing Jazz Bros, and let's just get right into it. So, we're playing a Linoon. Oh, that'll be fun. And we're playing Linoon slash Chestnut, which would be a little bit of annoying. My Specs Como does very well versus him as a lead. In fact, I'm just going to lead off with it. It does super well versus him as a lead. He leads off with Cresselia, which is more than likely going to be the dual screens variant. That is fine. I'm going to double switch because this actually deals with, this actually dealt with whatever double he could pull too if he wanted to go out into Comfy or anything like that. And we can just throw off a Toxic as he goes for Leech Seed. So we land a Toxic on Chestnut early, which is going to be amazing for, who texted me? We land a Toxic early, which is going to be amazing, absolutely amazing for my Flygon in the back, and the fact that I'm able to get up Stealth Rock as well. So what I want to do is actually take this as an opportunity to get up as many spikes as possible. I can just go out into my Quillfish right here, and basically by wearing down Chestnut, I'm not as worried about it. I guess he can Leech Seed if he wants to, but he could also be a fast variant. Either way, I go for Taunt here because this also works if he switches out as he goes out into Registeel, and it's 100% Registeel. So if he wants to Size and Toss me, that's fine. I can get up all 3 layers of my Spike versus him, all 3, which is amazing, or at least 2. This could be boom though, so I gotta be careful. But I definitely want all my spikes up to threaten the Chestnut, to threaten the Linoon. Having Linoon come in at near full is amazing. And plus I can just spam Psywave, which is really cool with Bronzong. Though now I am weaker to the Zoroark, excuse me. Do I want 3 layers or do I want to prevent rock? I think 3 layers is fine. I think 3 layers is just fine. I don't care if he goes for rocks. Yeah, so he goes right for Size and Toss. So I'll be able to go out into my my Como now and just spam, because Bronzong beats Comfy one. Well, Bronzong can beat Comfy 1v1, and so can Shaman. Focus Blast does knock him out. Earthquake definitely doesn't knock him out. I want to save my Dragonium Z as well for Chestnut if possible. So we're going to go Como here, and we're going to bank on the 70%. As he goes for Protect, I really don't care if he goes out into Cresselia after. Cresselia is just going to set up hazards anyway, and or excuse me, the screens anyway. So I really don't care at all about Crest coming in. And the fact that my Shaman does so well versus his team as well. So like I said, Crest is more than likely just going to set up some type of hazards. Sidewave always does 50 to 150. We can always go Shaman here. I think this is dual screens, Cresselia. Then again, for Linoon or whatnot, he goes out to Register, which is a very, very, very solid double. Very solid double on my opponent's part. What I can do is just get off a Leech Seed. I'm not sure why he protected right there. I go for Leech Seed regardless. But the fact that all these hazards are up are just so good for me. And I can protect as well, scouting for like a Boom or something. But because he has Seismic Toss Protect, I'm assuming he's just Toxic and whatnot. Yep. So Toxic doesn't really matter to me because I can always go out into my... do I want to go Flygon here? I don't think Flygon early is the play. I think Registeel is the play. I don't want to go Bronzong because that invites in Zoroark, and he's just going to set up Stealth Rock here anyway. Yeah, so I think that Aerodactyl is the play, and because they all run Spadef, this should be able to knock him out. Yep, Live Orb Earthquake knocks out Aerodactyl. Nice. So I get an Aerodactyl before Rocks, and Aerodactyl matches up just very well versus him. And if he goes Zoroark, again, I'm able to get rid of Reggie, which is his Dragon Answer. If he goes Comfy, I can just Stone Edge that. Goes hard into Chestnut, surprisingly. I guess trying to get up that final layer. I think he's scouting for Aerial Ace as well. I don't mind because again he's still taking poison damage, so he should have Rocky Helmet as well. But this should knock him out. Oh, it doesn't knock him out 33%. I mean, there's the double chance of me getting flinched plus anything like that. And even if he goes for the Leech Seed here, he should go down in the following turn because I don't want him setting up with anything. It's just Comfy is such a huge threat to me, man. I'm gonna go Shaman here. It avoids Leech Seed. Spike. He's probably just gonna go for his final layer Spike, but I get him Shaman before that at least. And even if he goes for the Spiky Shield, it doesn't mind. I want to keep my Aerodactyl alive because it does outspeed Zoroark. I'm not sure if it's Specs or not, or Scarf. And Shaman also can break through Cresselia, which that definitely is not. That is 100% not Cresselia. So we're gonna protect right there because it took Spike's damage. See if he wants to go for. Oh, as he goes for a Z move. Okay. So I'm going to be able to tank that with my Shaman, obviously, because I do protect. Does absolutely nothing, and we should be able to knock out Zoroark with the next Seed Flare right here. Yeah, we tank the knockoff. We should be able to knock him out with the next Seed Flare right there. Nice, and I don't mind if he goes Comfy because I get off a Leech Seed on that thing, and that allows my Bronzong to beat it 1v1. But Zoroark being gone is great. I can still Dragon Dance up potentially. If he goes Linoon, which will probably Belly Drum up, it won't get her 100%, and I can always Leech Seed, protect, sack, protect, and be good with Bronzong and whatnot, and Shaman versus him. So I get 2 turns of recovery, and if he wants to set up, that's fine as well. I can also just spam Flash Cannon with my Como-O. Especially because he didn't get up that 3rd layer. That might be the difference between Como-O living and not. If he wants to go Comfy. I don't know. It was annoying because this is annoying. Linoon's busted 1, and 2 Comfy is just annoying in this game. So he does go right out to Linoon. I'm sure C-Flare would be able to knock him out, but I don't want to. I mean, they both can miss, right? Yeah. Alright, he just goes right for the extreme speed right there. So just go out to Flygon and just click Earthquake. No, we don't mess around with this threat. We click Devastating Drake. We really don't mess around with this threat. It doesn't matter if he goes Cresselia, it doesn't matter if he goes Comfy. We click Devastating Drake because we don't risk Earthquake randomly not killing. And this is a tough one because this Cresselia, I want to go for Iron Tail here. Oh, we land. Okay, I was going to say, if Cresselia dies, that would have been bad for me. But I'm going to be able to knock out Cresselia there. Comfy is going to come out. Como can win just by clicking Flash Cannon. And this can knock him out as well, I'm pretty sure. Or at least do close to it. I did 60. I did nothing. That actually did nothing. So we'll go Bronzong right now on the next Draining Kiss. And I believe I stall him out. Potentially. Obviously, this thing can beat me 1v1 because I don't have Gyro Ball, which is annoying. But I think Psywave does way too much damage. So it doesn't matter if he goes for that because I can just start spamming Psywave. Linoon cannot Belly Drum up on me. Alright, so he's Taunt Command. That's fine. I can always just spam Psywave. And I pressure Linoon to not get its little berry. Yeah, this is always doing way too much to Linoon. But it's going to come down to, I believe it's going to come down to if I manage to hit Toxic. How do I make this? Yeah, he taunts and just sets up with Linoon. Oh, crap, man. Wait, no, he doesn't. Because he gets his berry, but he can't Belly Drum up and Psywave on me at the same time. because I do way too much. Yep. Sidewave always is 50 to 150, so that could have been close right there, but nice. We end up winning the first game. Hazard's definitely coming through, and Sidewave Bronzong showing why it is a GOAT. I think Gyro Ball might have lost me the game. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Like, he had to taunt me there, but I didn't realize how low he'd be. Let me just figure out what I want to use for the next one. I think the Lax team is pretty decent. I like the Gator team as well. This is actually really cool. I'm gonna use this P2 Fish team. And we have Bandit versus Arenaclus, so this will be a lot of fun. We're gonna have a Dragalia because it's the only Mon that I have as a lead that can beat Pangoro. And he leads off with Registeel. So that's fine. I can get him my own Registeel here as he protects. So this gives me a turn of Stealth Rock. He can go hard into Pangoro if he wants to, but I will Toxic it if he does. And because my Gligar's not immunity. Alright, so I might as well just spam Silent Toss then. This is going to be annoying for me to break anyway, so... Like, ideally, we trade Regis right here, which would be really nice for my Bruxish in the back. I don't mind him going Pangoro either. I just don't want to go for... Like, this is also his Dragon Answer to Specs Galgi. So, and every turn he goes for Protect, I get leftovers as well, so it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. My Gligar, though, is Sandvale. It's not... immunity, unfortunately. I think my Registeel has speed. 12 speed, yeah, I do. So I think what he's trying to do is, if he's SD knock Pangoro, that's going to be a problem. I need to hit Toxic if it's SD knock Pangoro. I really do. Is he going Pangoro now? Yeah, he's trying to get Pangoro in on a turn where... Yeah, he was trying to get Pangoro in on a turn where he knew I'd go for the Seismic Toss. And right here, I think I have to go for Toxic. I absolutely have to. This thing is a giant threat. I can't risk him knocking off any of my Mons. And we land a Toxic. He's Lumberry. Nope, he is not Lumberry. Nice, 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 nice. It doesn't matter if he sets up at all. I've landed the Toxic on Pangoro, the biggest threat to my team. But yeah, I've landed the Toxic on Pangoro, the biggest threat to my team. And we're just going to go for Double Protect. Because it's actually never, ever, ever the wrong play. Especially in this situation, is never the wrong play. Because I can revenge kill him with Bruxish if I need to. So we're actually going to go for a Turbo Protect if possible. I mean, it's my best play. It's not on 4 for me, bro. Oh, and we get the Turbo Protect too. We get the Turbo Protect, which is amazing. Because we were going to be able to 1v1 this Pangoro with my Registeel. Let's go for the quad. Can we go for the quad? No. Alright. That's fine though, because Pangoro does not recover enough after the Drain Punch to live poison, so we get rid of the biggest threats on my team. And what I can do is, it does, but was my best play. So I take those. I think we'll just drop a Draco with Dragalge. It takes a hit from... It can Oko Renaclus. If he goes Reggie, I can go Gligar and knock. Gligar's not bad here either, but Gligar's only bad if he goes out into Sharpedo. So that's why I want to go Dragalge, because Dragalge eats a hit. Yep, and he does go Sharpedo. So we're getting in Dragalge here. We do hit one hit. We should live an Earthquake, if I'm not mistaken. And I'll just drop a Draco. As we do not live a Life Orb Psychic Fangs, I completely forgot that he could run that. So I might have just messed up there because I needed Dragalge right here. But then again, I can still Thunder Wave something with Porygon and be fine. I needed it to break through this Mon, but now I'm a speed boosting Porygon. So I think that's okay because I can... Yeah, he goes on to Renaclus, which is definitely not a counter. Even if it's Calm Mind, it doesn't matter. Obviously it dodges, but it does not matter at all. Porygon is just boosting out here. Are you Life Orb, Calm Mind? Foul Play isn't going to do crap, huh? I'm going to go Gligar and knock off whatever item it does have. Though I need Gligar for Registeel. Yo, Thunder Wave is the best move in the game. Remember this. Thunder Wave is actually the best move in the game. Yeah, it was Life Orb. Oh, it was Trick Room. Or was it? I don't even know. He should recover here. I think I want to make the hard Bruxish play, though it's never the play. I think playing around with Paralysis is actually the better play for me. Like I knew he'd recover here, but I think playing around with Paralysis is still the better play for me always. Especially the fact that he can get fully paralyzed at any given point. Like this thing beats my team, but all I need is Porygon, Bruxish, and Bruxish to win. So I think I'll be fine. Surprised he's recovering though. I don't like the team I choose for this for this game, but like no crunch switch-ins. Registeel is going to be 2-hit KO'd. Only Gligar is really the best switch in. But I can always go Bruxish and Crunch. I'll be good versus Sharpedo. I really got thrown off by the fact that he had Psychic Fangs. I'm more so used to a special Sharpedo. But then again, that's also my... that's also me not playing this tier as much as I want to. Is that Scarf Goodra? What about a drop? So we get rid of Goodra. Nice. He can go Registeel if he wants to and Toxic. Goes out to Sharpedo though, so this is definitely going to crunch me. Porygon should take 2, but Defense Drop would be bad. Florges, don't know how well it takes Psychic Fangs. If he's just Adamant, I probably beat him. If he's Adamant Sharpedo, I think I KO him. I kind of want to see. 60 to 71. If this was a roll in my favor, I'd definitely go for it. So that was my custom set. Crunch. I take Crunch plus Waterfall. So we'll go out to Florges because we do tank it. Yeah, I take a Crunch plus Waterfall. Doesn't get a defense drop either, which is really nice. I'll just throw off a Moonblast here. He actually opted to stay in, so this will be... Yeah, this works out great for me because I'm able to get rid of Sharpedo, and now my Bruxish outspeeds his entire team. Registeel can Toxic though, which would be annoying, obviously, but... Wait, does he only have Seism Toss? I mean, I'm gonna calm mine up then. I might as well try it. I'm about to say, where's your Toxic? This can beat Gligar, and this can actually beat a lot of his team if it doesn't get paralyzed, or if it doesn't get poisoned. So I want to be careful. Yeah, I needed to knock this thing off earlier. I should have saved Gligar just to knock off the Registeel. So this isn't the best situation for me, obviously. Though every turn he goes for Toxic is a chance that it can miss. I want to get the most... I want to try and get the most out of this Combine, or the most damage I can get off possible versus this guy. Which I believe I can do if I... maybe there's a better way to go around this. I'm saying I believe I can do if I just Combined up and then... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're playing around with the fact that he can just keep missing Toxic. So... let's just start spamming Moonblast and do as much damage as possible. Let's skip some turns though. Don't have to wait too much. Do as much to Registeel as possible so I can just spam Crunch to win. We Heal Bell right here on his next Seismic Toss. Because ideally he doesn't have any, ideally he doesn't have enough Toxics for Porygon. Like, that's the way you want to do it. Like, that's the way I want it to be. Like, he can't Toxic my Porygon. Yeah, that's really the way I want it to be. Like, ideally he won't be able to Toxic my Porygon. Or at least my Bruxish. So it's okay if I spam it. Like, he has 10 more, but you count in the chance that they have to hit. You count in the fact that I'm also wasting his Seism Toss at the same time. Actually, what I want to do is go out into my I have to force him to go for Toxic, right? So, nice double Toxic, very smart play. That's a recover. That's a nice free recover for me. Very good play going for that double Toxic. I think he just expected my Florges to... And because he's Psychic, I actually beat this 1v1, which is funny. I think he just expected my Florges to go for the... Hero Ball there, so... And we'll go out into Porygon on the next Toxic. And try and recover up. 7 more. That should not matter because we get in Florges here. Psychic, because he's not Side Shock, I think we're good. It's okay. That shouldn't matter too much. I still calm mine up on this monster. Yeah. It really shouldn't matter. And he goes Registeel. So I just want him to use all his Toxics. Go ahead. Just go ahead and use all your Toxics right here. I hate that I'm using a Synthesis so early, but early, quote unquote. Turn 53. Like, I want to outplay all his Seism Tosses and his Toxics if possible. Yes. I'm gonna double up to my Bruxish right here. I'm gonna try and catch the Reuniclus. Because he made the play so many times, I figured now he'd do it again. Nice. Alright, so Gligar can come in. I'm thinking Gligar might actually come in. And I really want to Ice Fang that monster. If he goes Gligar. Because if I do, I can just spam Crunch. How much do I do to Gligar though? 23 to 27. I'm gonna Ice Fang it. I'm gonna try and Ice Fang the Gligar. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Let's go, Bruxish. Go on. Alright, so I'll be able to spam Crunch now. Nice, nice. Once Reuniclus comes out, I'll be able to spam Crunch. That was such a key turn for me. That was such a big turn. Getting rid of Gligar right there. Amazing, amazing. Believe I can still stall out the Toxics too if I need to. You go hard, Bruxish, on the Psychic. And we just Calm Mind up. Always. He does not have enough Psychics. I love how he gets full parried whenever I go for Calm Mind. Might as well just Moonblast. I don't know if Registeel has enough to 19 Seism Tosses. How many Toxics? Yeah, we beat this 1v1. Well, we don't, but we do damage, which is the important part. I'll make the hard Bruxish play. If he Shadow Balls here, he gets me. But ideally, he does not. He gets me with the Thunder. That'd be game. I got impatient, man. I would have won this safely by clicking Crunch, Crunch, Crunch. I should have sacked and just clicked. I choked, man. Darn. That was so, like, I choked, man. I'm so mad at myself. Straight up choke. I have Heal Bells though, which is good. And that's one Toxic Miss too, which I need desperately. I'm mad at myself though. I definitely choked. We always Calm Mind up here though. No, I choked. The odds of him hitting Thunder while paralyzed too, like it just, in theory, it sounded good too. But I guess if I also let myself take psychic damage, he could 2-hit KO me with this. And whereas Crunch is probably going to 3-hit KO Registeel. That's a 4-hit KO. So I could have still lost that game. I guess if he stays full paralyzed, maybe I can win. I gotta switch it up for the next game. I don't wanna use bulkier teams like this. I really don't want to use bulkier teams like this. Yeah, good game. Yeah, because he actually brought a bunch of like fat breakers like Reuniclus and stuff. So let me think about what I'm gonna use for my next team. Let me just see what I have in this team builder over here. All right, so that's not that bad. I actually have a variation in this team. Fun. I'm so mad I messed up, man, in that late game. Okay, so Delmise can destroy his entire team. So that's one thing I definitely like. Looking at it. Yeah, Delmise dunks on him, so I'm gonna lead off with it. And just trap Rose Raid immediately. Like, I'm not worried about Toxic Spikes because I do have, well, one, this is Delmise the God. Two, like, he doesn't switch in too well to this at all. I don't know how much Sludge Bomb does, but I rest up on Gigalith and whatnot. I rest up on Gligar. Like, Delmise is just so good versus him. So he goes Gligar, which means that unless he has U-turn, he is Trap. And I can SD up on this monster. Of course he has U-turn. But I mean, I get to SD up though, which is really, really, really nice for Reuniclus, for Rose Raid and whatnot. Yeah, that does not matter. I eat up your attack. I'm Spadef. Yum. The Rose Raid is here. The Rose Raid is mine. So he gets up a spike, which means that I still get a bit of recovery, and we're able to get rid of Rose Raid really, really, really early. So that's better for Comfy. Comfy's looking just that much better. And Styling can come out and probably just going to go for Crunch. Most likely going to go for Crunch, but I mean, I have Rhyperior to come in on this Mon, so I don't mind. I actually want a Toxic first, just in case he decides to double Crunch or not go Gligar. Also, this is Defog Gligar. Toxic will work. Nice. So I have to be careful. Earthquaking, I don't want him Earthquaking me. But he could definitely very well U-turn, yeah. Because me going Swallow is something so obvious and Gigalith can come out, so I definitely want Rocks up. I think this was just my better play. As he goes Gigalith, which can 100% Toxic me if it wants to. Drapion is good here. Calm Mind Taunt Comfy is really nice. I do have Defog on Swallow. So we're gonna go Delmise here, and we're just gonna Anchor Shot. I'll be double out to Gligar. So this isn't bad because I get my Anchor Shot on something. And nothing wants to come in on a boosted Power Whip, so I don't mind if he stays in with Gligar. I really don't. Like, nothing appreciates a boosted Power Whip. Then again, at the same time, nothing appreciates Anchor Shot either because you're literally trapped. So if he goes Stoutland, it's going to be trapped. If he goes Reuniclus, I can potentially beat it. Yeah, he does go Stoutland, which is nice because this damage is going to be so crucial. That's so cool. And the fact that he's trapped too. So I can go my... Oh my god, no, not Pursuit. Not Pursuit. Wait, because he Pursuit trapped me though, I can go Drapion and Pursuit trap him back. So I'm okay with this. I did lose Delmise though, which was really good versus his team, but like... I straight up Pursuit trap him back and we get rid of his breakers. So Stoutland is gone. I'll take that. And Gligar's on a timer. So that was a win-win turn, I think, for me. Granted, I lost a mon that could deal with Reuniclus and Gigalith and whatnot, but... Repair is just going to get up rocks here. Or Gigalith is just going to get up rocks here. I'm not as worried about Reuniclus though. That goes for Earthquake. Smart play. Smart play, but at least we get rid of Stoutland. And I'm very happy about that. And I literally need this mon for this Pokemon right here. So if he goes Gligar, it's not going to do too much damage to me. And I think Calm Mind Taunt Comfy wins this game. So I'm actually going to Earthquake if he wants to Roost. Do as much damage as possible. It's really good that he wasn't able to get up T-Spike. I mean, it didn't matter if he got a T-Spikes anyway. But we'll Rock Blast up here. Yeah, expecting an Earthquake. Nice. I miss, but Gligar is still so low, man. I'm actually going to make the Swallow play too, because if he wants to Roost, I get off Boom Burst. I don't care if he goes Gigalith. Because again, Gigalith doesn't have the Sand Up. I can also Defog away the Spike, which might be necessary, I'm not sure. Like, this mon is so good. Like, the fact that Gligar is so low, it doesn't come in on knockoff twice from Drapion. Milotic isn't looking bad either. Hard Diancie. I really don't know this thing's set, like what it's going to want to do. But I feel like Milotic is just my best play. Milotic takes everything up. Yeah, as he goes for Moonblast, that's fine. I guess a special attack drop, which is a little bit annoying. So Reuniclus can be a threat. I don't want this to have random Toxic. I really don't. I'm going to double out to Drapion. I really don't want this thing to have random Toxic. I just want to knock an item. Whether it be Reuniclus or Diancie's. Yeah, I don't mind this. Like, I just don't, like I said, I don't want it to have random Toxic. So I'd rather get rid of its leftovers and make it so that I can potentially win with my Gigalith 1v1. Let's go my Milotic here as he goes for Diamond Storm. That's fine. Eat those up anyway. I have no idea what his Gigalith is running, but I'm worried about it. And Reuniclus I'm definitely worried about too. Especially if it's Calm Mind Thunder. I'm not sure why he's staying in with Diancie though. Does he actually have Toxic? He should switch out now, yep. So Reuniclus comes out. We're going to go directly into Rhyperior. If it's Trick Room, that beats it 1v1. It should be Calm Mind though. As he doubles out to Diancie, so that's not that bad. Get a little bit of chip damage off on him. And Diancie's also being worn down for Swallow. Like, Swallow's looking good in the late game. Unfortunately, he does seem to have speed. Do I go for game with this is the problem. Like, I can bring in this. I think he is Trick Room, though. I really think he is Trick Room Reuniclus. So, I think my Milotic has a good shot of winning the game. Especially if he goes... Like, if he goes hard Gigalith right here, then I think he's Trick Room Reuniclus. And I have Refresh, so I'm good. Yeah, yep. He's Trick Room. He has to be Trick Room Reuniclus. There's no other way. And he's going out into his Mon that gives me the opportunity to burn it / weaken his only Swallow answer besides the other Mon. So, yeah, I don't mind that. Hit him up with another Scald. We're going to recover up and then go for Refresh right here. If he crits me, that'd be bad. Thankfully, he does not. And I can just recover up and beat this 1v1. I really do think he is Trick Room Reuniclus though, but we'll find out. But Gigalith is so low. Oh, he was scouting for Haze too. Oh, he goes for Thunder and misses. Unfortunate. Really unfortunate. I don't think it would have killed though, but we'll sack Drapion right here to go out to Swallow. As he does miss Thunder. That's not bad at all. I wonder if he'll switch out because I show Pursuit. I can't risk him. I don't care what he did, especially because he was Diancie. Like, he gives me the chip damage I want on Diancie to be able to spam Swellow's Boom Burst. Like, Swellow's Boom Burst is what's going to be winning me this game, as you guys can see. Did I already knock off this thing's leftovers? I believe I did. Oh, it's Heal Bell. That does not matter at all. That really doesn't matter. I don't think Heal Bell matters at all. I think I just sack Drapion and Boom Burst up with Swellow, and then try and win with Comfy. Yeah, I sack Drapion, I Boom Burst up with Swellow, and I try and win with Comfy. Especially because he sacked Gigalith, which is like the Mon that would get up the sand turns, obviously. Which will make it that Diancie can actually lose. So we go Milotic. On this Diamond Storm, I really want to double so badly right here. Actually, I think doubling is my play, because if he goes Reuniclus, I get in Comfy and Calm Mind up and start taunting. And plus, if he goes Reuniclus, I think I win the game. Yep. So doubling was my play. As he's forced to sack Gligar. Gligar goes down, and I try and win the game with Calm Mind, Taunt Reuniclus. Calm Mind, Taunt Comfy, excuse me. Diancie should not take 22% from this. If it does, I'd be severely surprised. But he misses. Sorry for dot. Why would you not Moonblast there? He choked. Like, let's say he could win with Reuniclus, because I was hoping the 95% accuracy would have missed. That was, bro. I don't know. That was such a misplay on my opponent's part. Like, again, Calm Mind, Taunt Comfy could win this game with just Taunt Calm Minding up, but I don't understand why he didn't Moonblast there. Zero reason to click Diamond Storm. I have no idea why he Diamond Stormed there. Oh, and he was Psyshock too? Doesn't matter. GG. I mean, I was Fizz Def Comfy, so I could Taunt Calm Mind again. But Comfy was going to be able to win with Taunt Calm Mind, I guess, anyway. But because if he got Thunder Paralysis and stuff like that, it could have been a little bit tougher. But we end up winning in a really hard-fought game. T-turn was definitely him pursuing me. Like, Delmice just won. I mean, I don't know. And he threw by going for... I don't know why he went for Diamond Storm when Moonblast was literally a no-drawback play. I died to Rocks. It does not miss. Oh, well. To each their own.